It's the last chance to advance to the championship. Welcome everyone to Darlington for the GS Southern 500. It is going to be a fantastic race here at the 1.3 mile long intermediate oval here in Darlington, South Carolina. We are in for a fantastic race. 12 laps up ahead of these drivers, and 4 of the 8 remaining playoff drivers will race for a championship. And we'll find out which 4 of those drivers it will be after today. Ross Chastain is your first one to watch. He starts on pole in the number 1 car for Trackhouse Racing. Look out for him today. Ty Gibbs in the 54, always strong this season, but hasn't won. He's looking to do that today since it's all he's in for really today, since he's not in the playoffs. Christopher Bell in the 20, looks strong, needs a strong day today because he is currently fighting for his life to make it to the championship 4 at Kansas. We are ready now to roll off of pit road here today from Darlington. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's race. Ross Chastain and Kyle Larson on their front row. Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs are in row number 2. In row 3 we have Joey Logano and Tyler Reddick. Row 4 is Michael McDowell and Carson Hocevar. Row 5 we have Kyle Busch and William Byron. Row 6 we have Todd Gilliland and Ryan Blaney. Row 7 we have Christopher Bell and Josh Berry. And in row 8 we have Martin Truex Jr. and Chandler Smith. Row 9 we have Ryan Preece and Chris Buescher. Row 10 is Brad Keselowski and Bubba Wallace. Row 11, the lowest starting playoff driver, Chase Elliott, starts alongside Ethan Shield. In row number 12, we have Austin Dillon alongside Harrison Burton. Row 13 is Matt DiBenedetto and Eric Jones. Row 14 is Noah Gragson and AJ Allmendinger. Row 15, Daniel Suarez alongside Sammy Smith. Row 16 is Jimmy Johnson and John Hunter Nemechek. Row 17 is Jenson Button alongside Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Josh Bilicki is alongside Shane Van Gisbergen in row 18. Row 19 is the 51, Justin Haley, alongside the 62 of Austin Hill. Riley Herbst lines up alongside Chase Briscoe in row 20. It's a 12-lap race. Darlington is known to be one of the toughest tracks in NASCAR, which is sure to make this final chase to make it in an absolute blast. Here's a look at the points coming into today's race. Anything can happen. You can earn a maximum of 125 points over the course of a race. It'll be really interesting to see what happens and who can advance their way in. We're ready for the green here in Darlington. Let's go to decide the championship 4. Ross Chastain gets the lead coming out of turn number 2. He leads Kyle Larson on down the back straightaway for the first time today. Look at Hamlin to the bottom. He's not going to make anything happen. Instead, it's Larson who goes for the lead and takes it at the end of the opening lap. Statement move from Kyle Larson at the end of the first lap. Could he be well on his way to the final 4? That 5 car is so strong. 2 laps in the books now. 1/6 of the way through this race as Denny Hamlin passes Ty Gibbs for position. Hamlin trying to move up and get as many points as he can as Gibbs gets massively loose out of turn number 2 but saves it. And now Reddick goes down to the bottom with no success. Here comes Gibbs using that run off the high line to get to the inside of Denny Hamlin and take away that 4th position, or 3rd position rather. As now Reddick's going to follow him through. Oh, contact! Reddick into the wall. Hamlin hits the wall. Logano spins down the track into the inside wall, and we have a caution. And Reddick is in the wall and out of this race. Joey Logano, the same fate for the 22 as well. 2 of the unluckiest drivers this season. Just further bad luck for them as Denny Hamlin continues. But he took a pretty good shot to the wall right there. The 11th season could be in jeopardy if he has enough damage. I mean, we've seen Tollings getting knocked out by hits less than that. So if Hamlin survives this, it'll be maybe not a miracle, but there's a 50-50 shot maybe that he gets through this. but he's still on track, restarting this thing in 4th. Points at the end of the next lap for halfway. We're back green with Larson and Chastain up front. Good restart for the 5 as Ty Gibbs follows him through into 2nd place. Chastain down to 3rd. There's about 54 hunting down the 5. We have not seen Larson challenged yet today. Could it be happening here? As Larson takes the halfway bonus, that'll be huge for him in his hunt for the championship as Ross Chastain losing spots. He might have gotten the wall there out of turn number 2. Lap 8 of this race. Larson leads Gibbs and Carson Hocevar is up into the top 3. As you see your points down at the bottom of the screen, it's Bell in by 5 over McDowell, and Byron gets a bit loose there. McDowell now taking a spot to the inside of Kyle Busch. That puts Michael McDowell in the playoffs as they run right now. And oh! Ross Chastain hits the wall and is out of the race. Huge hit for the 1. What happened? Something went wrong to the 1 of Ross Chastain, and his season is in jeopardy because of this. Did he just blow a tire because of that wall contact that I mentioned earlier? I think he did. That car looked like it just went straight into 1. It definitely did. We'll be right back. Drama in the playoff picture. Welcome back, everyone, to Pepsi Cup Series racing from Darlington. Ross Chastain blows a tire and crashes out and finds himself sitting below the cut line with nothing he can do with just 3 laps to go. Could one of the most dominant cars of the season be out of it? Who knows? We're back green, and Ty Gibbs gets up the track, allowing Carson Hocevar to battle Kyle Larson for the lead down the back straightaway. Heading into 3, they hit, and there's a crash. Larson and Hocevar come together again. Shades of Bristol on lap 1 when these two ran into each other. Big drama here. Kyle Larson is involved, and much like Ross Chastain, his season is in jeopardy now. Larson has that halfway win to his name here, which is really going to help if he does manage to get through, but he's out of this thing. Bell also got some damage there. Right at the end, he hit Kyle Larson. Could that potentially damage the 20 car enough to knock him out of the playoffs? Because he's still right on the cut line. Oh man, this just got chaotic. With Larson out, the cut line is tighter than ever, and we get ready for potentially the biggest overtime restart in Pepsi Cup history. Busch and Bell lead them back to the green. Here we go. Michael McDowell needs a spot. He's going to get it here, though, as Kyle Busch slips up the racetrack. Ty Gibbs takes the lead. Look at McDowell on the high side. He goes to second. Hamlin to third. Byron in the inside wall. No caution is out just yet. Now it comes out, and the race will finish. Ty Gibbs wins it. And Michael McDowell, along with Denny Hamlin, sneak in. Christopher Bell is out. Wow. William Byron was one of those playoff drivers, but he was pretty much already out of the hunt when he did wreck. Here's a look at what happened. This power move by Michael McDowell has to be the move of the season, especially if he goes on to win the championship. I mean, unbelievable. He's missing out on the final round if he doesn't make that move stick. 3 wide at Darlington. Absolutely unbelievable. How about Todd Gilliland and Josh Berry both getting top 10s on top of Ty Gibbs' first career Pepsi Cup win? great days for some of these guys. Chase Elliott had a terrible run, still manages, terrible for his standards, still manages to finish inside the top 10. Chandler Smith in the 31 at Darlington, finishing 11th. True wheelman right there. Just an absolutely chaotic race. A lot of playoff contenders not making it through, including Kyle Larson and Ross Chastain, who are both eliminated, along with Chris Buescher and William Byron. Your final four this year is going to be Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Michael McDowell. What a story that will be. You have the two heavyweights, and then you have a dark horse in McDowell, and Christopher Bell, who's also been strong and is finally getting hot at the end of this season. Four drivers who can all equally win this championship at Kansas. And just keep in mind as well, McDowell didn't have a great run at Kansas, but that was mostly due to bad starting position. He still climbed his way up through the field nicely in that race. Bell, Hamlin, and Elliott were all in it for the win when we were here to open the playoffs at Kansas Motor Speedway a couple of months ago. That race went to Denny Hamlin in an amazing finish, in which Todd Gilliland crashed out from the lead on the final lap. Just one of the all-time great races in Pepsi Cup racing, and we get to go back there to decide the championship in a 12-lap race coming up soon here on the FireLynx YouTube channel in the Pepsi Cup Series. Coming up soon, obviously we'll have Kansas. We'll also have more announcements for Season 7, including the Daytona 500 lineup, which should be coming out soon. Just need some of the last cars, which are currently stuck in mail transit, before I can get to work on that video as well. But I'll have that up soon as well. So, what a race. What a day. Congratulations to Ty Gibbs and our 4 finalists for the Pepsi Cup Championship here in Season 6, the longest season of Pepsi Cup Series competition. Wow. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any Pepsi Cup Series races. So long from Darlington Raceway. Have you ever wondered how you could never miss a race in the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series? Just scroll over to the playlist tabs, find the playlist, and select the video that you wish to watch. There are so many races to choose from, and now there's a playlist featuring every race ever from the Pepsi Cup Series, all at your fingertips. And brand new to this channel, I'd like to announce the addition of a membership. For just a few bucks a month, you can get a whole bunch of features including emojis, Minecraft tutorials, early releases, and more.